Hey guys, welcome to a video where we rank random things in Elden Ring, starting off strong with the top 10 illusionary walls. I'm your host Rin, and let's begin. Number 10, the wall at the King's Realm Ruins. Why? Because everyone's hit this wall. It leads directly to Iji, up toward Karya Manor, and it is a very well-known illusionary wall. It's probably one of those moments you go, this has to be an illusionary wall. And then you hit it, and you're right, and you're like, yo dude, I just found an illusionary wall. Because man, if I don't know one thing, finding any of these hidden walls is the best feeling of all time, especially when it's your first playthrough and you don't know where any of them are. And it's good to get a positive feeling when you're dying in this game over and over to a stupid bird boss who should not exist. Number 9, the illusionary wall in the Academy of Lucaria. From the debate parlor side of Grace, as you walk back toward this bookshelf near the stairs, and because it has no books, when you hit it, it goes away. I remember my first playthrough, I hit every single wall, and then when one went away, I was like, yo, I just found an illusionary wall. This leads you to the items of Comet, the Graven School Talisman, and a Stone Sword Key. So overall, pretty good illusionary wall. Number 8, the illusionary wall in the Black Knife Catacombs. I think it's pretty awesome to use traps to ride up and jump across in order to kill an optional boss you find behind some illusionary wall. There's no reason at all to do this, and you don't actually need to complete the dungeon, but it's just a fun experience to go through. The dungeons in Elden Ring aren't perfect by any means, but having these little secrets and illusionary walls are always fun to me. Number 7, the illusionary wall in Volcano Manor. I have no clue if anybody actually doesn't know about this one, but there's a wall here that you can get through after opening a door with the key that Tanith gives you. Basically, it leads you out into the Manor dungeon and is the only way you can actually face off against Rykard if you don't complete the quest. I remember on my first playthrough, I actually never did this dungeon because I just did the quests and thought that's all there was to Volcano Manor. Number 6, the hidden path to the Halig Tree illusionary wall. After jumping down to certain doom, you realize you land on an invisible bridge. The message that you read that killed you 1,000 times before in the other games actually was true this time. But after following one of the notes that says go forward, you actually fall to your death and die. Once you respawn, you make it to this room where you break through an illusionary wall to obtain the Silver Scarab. This is a really useful talisman for hunting items or farming armor sets. Definitely a good pickup to find. Number 5, the illusionary wall in Lanedale Catacombs. This place is full of unkillable mobs summoned by a stupid snail, and it took me forever to figure out how to kill the stupid snail. You need to travel up the stairs, up the elevator, go next to the stairs, through 2 illusionary walls, and finally kill this guy. Why is this one number 5? Because killing the snail gives me the pleasure of all these unkillable mobs finally leaving me alone, until I rest and they all respawn and I have to do it all over again. Number 4, the illusionary wall in the Sage's Cave. This one here specifically, as inside are a few chests, including one with the raptor's feathers, which boosts the damage of jumping attacks, the obvious best attacks in the game by far. The entire cave is full of illusionary walls that give you different treasure and even unlock a dungeon that hides the boss of the cave, Necromancer Garrus. Number 3, the illusionary wall in Shadow Keep. If you take this ladder down, you'll pass a painting and eventually get to this wall here. From there, it'll take you out to the castle watering hole side of Grace eventually. Not only do you get to these ruins and furnace golems down below, but it's also the main pathway that will eventually take you down to the Abyssal Woods, one of the best areas in the entire DLC. Number 2, the wall at Ronnie's Rise. Although it is specifically a floor at first, the fact you can stumble into the place where Sylvis turns people into puppets is a crazy reveal. And on top of that, the actual wall that we are raiding here, this one is the one that reveals what I think it was a secondary doll of Selene to be revived after she gives you her primal glintstone, connecting 2 really interesting quests into one area with an illusionary wall that maybe you might not have found the first time around was an amazing addition to the game. Number 1, I generally don't think it could be anything else. The hidden wall at the Frenzy Flame Proscription. Not only does this place down here scream there's definitely an illusionary wall somewhere, but finding out it leads to an entire separate zone you might not have ever discovered previously was an incredible feeling when playing the game. Genuinely shocked me to my core that the zone was down here, because Deeproot Depths was below the capital to begin with on the map, so having an entrance to it from here was a great choice to make. There is a second way to get to Deeproot Depths, but honestly, that sucks because of the boss that guards it. No one wants to fight those gargoyles. What a truly amazing illusionary wall. And the Deeproot Depths zone reminds me a lot of the Lake of Ash from Dark Souls 1. I think it's really cool, because you find both through illusionary walls. Thank you all for watching. Maybe I'll do more ranking videos in the future. Leave a comment on what I should rank next. Take care.